to Moments with Mrs. Anderson. So, I've been hearing your feedback, I've been listening to it and reading it, and some of you have said let it dry out. Well, my intention of letting it dry out was what I intended, but unfortunately the rain had other plans for this. So when I look here, this is completely wet and this is completely wet. But when you look at completely wet here, notice it's like a lot of small pieces. A lot of you have said that about small pieces. This has more of the bigger pieces. So what if in my garden I take some of this soil and I mix it with some of this soil, and I mix it really, really, really good? Would I then have more of a mixture? Let me put that mixture over here. Would I then have more of a mixture? That would be better for plants. So let's put some more of this in here. So here is already a fully saturated soil. This soil is very, 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 very saturated. Well, let me pour some water on it. Pouring some water on it. Okay, so water moved out of it. It didn't stay, because remember before when we poured water on this one, it stayed all clumped up. It was like, I'm not moving from here. There's no way I'm moving from here. See, it's staying all clumped up. Versus here, it didn't stay all clumped up. It kind of, the water was moving through it and letting it, and it was able to get through it pretty clearly. So what I'm going to do next week during spring break, I am going to start really working on my garden and using the feedback that you're giving me about how to make my soil the best that it possibly can be. And then we'll report back. I'll plant some plants. I'll take some pictures, put them on a gallery on Schoology so you can see my plants starting to grow. And I encourage you, if you want to start a garden this year, maybe this time would be a great time to do that. Find a place in your yard. Let's start looking at that soil. Let's start thinking about things we can do to that soil to make a garden. Okay? But before we go, I want to put a little public service announcement out there. Spring break. I'm all ready for spring break. I've got my shades. I've got my hat. But please, don't forget to apply sunscreen. Even in Mason, Ohio, we can get lots and lots of unhealthy rays for our bodies, so you need to apply sunscreen. So be safe, sunscreen up, enjoy your spring break, and I'll see you next week or 2 weeks from now. This has been Moments with Mrs. Anderson.